Hello everybody, welcome back to Battleground Minecraft. This is the last episode of week 13. After this we will have one more week of the regular season, and then the All-Star game, and then the playoffs. And this is an important episode. This is a big episode. Today we have the Demented Dragons and the Galactic Grizzlies. On the Dragons, it's Esper and Waffly Bat. And on the Grizzlies, it's Johnny Lambino and Jag. Why is this episode so important? Because both these teams are tied with two battle flags, trying to make a playoff push. So a win today for either team would get them to 3 battle flags, right behind the Tigers, and they have a better chance of making the playoffs. A loss would not eliminate anybody, but it would make things extremely difficult to try to make it to the playoffs if you lose today. But if a team does get swept today, they will be eliminated from the season. Today's game is called Pot Shot. So there's 3 of each of banners from 0 to 9. There's also white skulls and black skulls. This is basically blackjack or catch-21, however you want to name it. One player from each team, when it's their turn, will shoot a pot, and if they get a banner, I will place it on their side of these walls. And if they get a white skull, anything they earned up to that point will be erased. They'll go back down to 0. If they get a black skull, it's an automatic round loss for that team. Now there are 3 ways that you can win. If a team hits 21 exactly, if the enemy team goes over 21, then that'll be a round loss, or if the enemy team hits a black skull. What a team can do is, say if they're at 18 points, they can freeze and force the enemy team to then get a better score than they do without going over 21. So obviously best of 5, so we'll see what happens. Now let's do some pre-game interviews. Asper, you can come over here. Big day for both teams. A lot of tension, a lot of drama. How would you say that your luck is?
It depends on what you're applying the luck to.
Okay, well, how do you think your luck
For this in particular, I'd give it 75-25.
Yeah, are you a gambling kind of girl?
No.
Well, you're about to be, because that's what this game's all about. All right, Johnny. So again, high drama, stress high for both teams. This is an important game. I'll basically ask you the same question. Are you a gambling kind of man?
Yep.
Yeah.
I like to get myself involved in some gambling.
Yeah. You ever won some big money in like at a casino? You ever got a big prize?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. What's the largest amount of money you've won from a casino?
That's $1,000 in the one-handed blackjack.
Oh well, hey, blackjack. That's what this game's all about. So we'll see if that can help you out today. Like, subscribe, and share. Buy merch if you can. And now let's get into this important episode of Grizzlies and the Dragons. At the moment, we are waiting for Jag to load back into the world, but just so you guys know, the order, the Dragons are going to start first. Esper will take that first shot, and then when we get to the Grizzlies, it'll be Jag's turn, and then back to the Dragons, it'll be Waffly, and Johnny Lambino will round it out, and we'll keep going through that rotation. The rotation of who shoots will change each round. Alright, so Esper, you got your eyes set on a pot? Good talk.
Forgot I was muted, sorry. Yes, I do.
Alright, well, hopefully it's not that black skull. That'd be very unfortunate for the first round and the first move. But, Esper, when you are ready, go ahead and make your first pot shot. And she shoots, and let me go see what that... It is a banner. Let's see what that is. That is, you guys gonna start out with a 0.
Brother. Why is that even an option?
It was more so just to... I had to round out everything to make it look even. So 0 is an option. Jag, you can take your first pot shot. Alright, that was a miss. So whether you make it or miss it, that's your turn. Now it's the Dragon's turn. Waffly Bat, go ahead. You shot twice, damn it. You shot Shoot,
I'm
yeah.
so good at the game. There's no way. Scar's here, yeah. Now
Alright,
we
hold
win
on.
this.
Can I go?
Hold on. So on that possession, Waffly Bat accidentally shot 2 pots. Trying to do that, guys, but they did get a 6, so that is their they have a 6 on the board. It is Johnny Lambino's turn now, so go ahead. And Johnny, what did he get? For the team, he got a 9. Esper, you can just take your shot.
I'm gonna shoot my shot and miss.
Yep. Scar, you are also very late. Wait, Scar in the call?
He is here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright.
I don't even know what number that is.
Dragons
7.
picked up a 7. And that is a miss. So back to the Dragons now. It's Waffly Bat's turn. Alright, Waffly Bat. What will you get?
Everything.
That's a miss.
There's no way.
That's a miss. Back to the Grizzlies. Johnny Lambino's turn. And that is a break. Emmy, what was that?
5.
Alright, go place it next to the 9 on their board. Oh, you threw your rip it.
Is this the last round?
And that.
Fucking it.
Nope. No, we literally just started, Scar. Back to Jag. And another miss. Waffly Bat. Alright,
Yeah,
you're
Waffly.
switching sections here, it seems. And that is a white skull.
Waffly just had.
Oh yeah, that's my bad. Yeah, Johnny, you can go. My bad. And what is that? That's Amy.
4.
That's a 4. Okay. So once you pass like the 14, 15 mark from here on out, I'll ask you guys if you want to freeze. But Esper, back to you. Miss.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Jag. No, Jag, you guys, hold on, Jag, no, hold on. So, you have the option now, you have 18, remember, if you go over 21, you will lose the round. So, do you want to freeze or try to risk it to get a bigger score?
Freeze.
You're gonna freeze, alright. Waffly Bat, you got Dragons, you gotta get a bigger score than 18 to win the round, there are no ties. And what? So I will pick these
I
up.
honestly didn't see what that
That was a 7. And let me go place it real quick before you guys shoot again. So so they started out with 13, got a white skull, and now they're back up to 7. Esper, go ahead. That's a miss.
Are you?
Oh my god.
Waffly Bat's turn.
I want that fucking pot.
She wants the pot. And
Oh,
what?
it's banner.
That is a banner. That is a 9. So Esper, a 3 would win you the round, but a 6 or higher would lose you the round. Okay?
Alright.
Alright, so then obviously a black skull would also lose you the round, but let's see what you guys do. And she shoots it. Let's see what it is. That's a 0.
What's it is?
Alright, Waffly Bat. Same scenario, a 3 will win you the round. Let's see what it was. That's a black skull. That means that the Grizzlies have won the first round. How you feeling after that? No, you got a little bit of a cushion now.
Great.
Hey, we won't get swept.
Alright, yeah, no sweat. Alright, Esper, now that Scar's here, do you want to keep yourself and Waffly in or make a switch out?
Sorry, do you want to play?
So they're going to start the second round. Jag will shoot first, and then we'll go to Scar, and then we'll go to Johnny, and then we'll go to Flame to round it out. So, Grizzlies, Jag, your first shot, please. And that is a banner. Emmy, what is that?
1.
All right, you guys start off your scoring with a 1. All right, Scar, so they got a score of 1 to start. Let's see what you guys can do. You can take your shot at the pot. Try not to break multiple at once. All right, he goes for a high 1, and that is a banner, and that is a 2. And he shoots, and that's a white skull. By the way, some of these have like double in there. It's not that was just my fault. They don't mean anything. So if there's 2 banners or 2 skulls, that's just my dumbass did that by accident. So the Grizzlies are back down to 0 with a white skull. So we go to Esper. Looks like she's gonna shoot for this one, for these in this area.
If I don't miss.
And you don't miss, and that is a 0.
Are you fucking kidding me?
And I'm not kidding you, as you can, if I can get the camera in shot. Yep, that's a 0. And I believe that is a 6.
Yeah, see?
Actually, Emmy, do you wanna do both teams?
Yeah.
All right, just make sure just clear your inventory after each thing so you don't get confused, okay?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing every time.
All right, cool. Thank you. All right, let me just set my character here. Hold on, Scar.
Get a skull. Get a skull.
All right, so the Grizzlies now have a score of 6, and we're back to the Dragons, who are at 2 at the moment. So Scar, take your shot whenever.
Your shot.
Damn, that shit loud.
And we've got a banner that is another 0. Dragon's really good at getting the zeros. Let's see what happens. Miss! And that is an 8. So the Dragons are now at 10. So the Dragons have the lead at the moment. Let's see what Jag can do. He shoots, and that is a 2. That is a 2.
No, it's a 5.
Is it? Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
So, Grizzlies have a 1-point lead, 11. It's now Dragon's turn. It's Scar's.
Get a skull.
And that is a white skull. See if they can add to their score. And that's a banner, but what is that, Emmy?
9.
That is a 9. Is that... Oh, so the Grizzlies are at 20 now. It's Jag's turn, actually. No, it's Jag's turn coming up. So Jag, you could risk it, try to get that 1 point to secure the win, or you could freeze, and you'd have to force the Dragons to get to 21. What do you want to do?
What should we do? Freeze it. Freeze it, yeah.
Alright, Grizzlies are frozen at 20, so the Dragons have to get 21 here. If you bust, or if you get a black skull again, Grizzlies would take a 2-0 lead. Go ahead, Scar. That's a miss.
Let's ignore that.
Alright, so it's Esper's turn now.
Here, I got you, Scar.
They missed again.
Are you fucking...
Oh my.
Back to Scar. Remember, the Dragons at this time have 7 points.
Like, aim just above.
They're really going for that.
No, last time I did it just above.
That is a 5, I believe.
No, that's a 2.
Is it? Okay. Yes, that is a 2.
Not doing your 2s and 5s.
It was reversed, so I couldn't tell.
That's good.
So they the dragons right now are at 9. Whoever's next turn, go ahead.
Fine.
All right, Esper. Big decisions to make here.
Skull. She's dorking.
So remember, 2 of the white skulls are cleared from the arena. And we have a banner there. What is that? That is an 8. So the dragons right now are at 17. So, all right, guys. So, if you get a 4 right here, you will win the round. If you get anything higher than a 4, you bust, and the Grizzlies will win the round. So, Scar, where will he shoot?
I'd say one of the center ones.
To the top. You said what?
I said one of like the center ones, so either this one or that one over there.
Where will he shoot? And he missed. All right, well, Esper, the pressure's on you now.
I'll commit to the pick. Wait, win as a team or we lose as a team?
That is a 4! Dragons! Dragons! So the Dragons have hit 21 exactly, and they also beat the Grizzlies 20. Unexpected turn of events. So the game is tied 1-1. An intense game of pot shot here.
No sweep.
Alright, Dragons. That was an incredible shot, an incredible selection. You stay alive, you get 21, you beat the freeze by the Grizzlies. It's 1-1 now. Esper, what do you want to do this third round?
I think I want to keep me and Scar in. That was beautiful.
Okay, let's see if this magic will continue for you guys. Alright, Dragons. You guys will start. And it will be Scar to start. Next up, it will be Johnny. Then we'll go to Esper, and then Jag will be last. Scar, go ahead and take your shot. Can the Dragons continue this momentum? They will. And Amy posted up because the 2s are and the 5s are confusing. Dragons, that was Dragons.
My bad. 2.
Dragons start off with a 2, so it's Johnny's turn now. And he gets a banner. The Grizzlies will start off with a 7.
Wouldn't she like to know?
And the Dragons, that is a 4. He will shoot a shot to a 0.
I didn't see him shoot at all. That's 1. To the top.
That is a 1.
Yeah.
Alright, Johnny. That is an 8.
I don't know.
So the Grizzlies are at 15. Back to Esper, the team captain. And they will get a 0. I did say around the 15 mark, I will ask if you guys want to freeze or shoot another shot.
What do you want to do?
What do you want to do? So
Should
let
we
me.
try it? Yeah, let's shoot.
One second.
Okay.
So if you get an 8 or 9, you will be obviously a black skull too. But if you get an 8 or 9, you will lose the round. So they are electing to continue on. Who's going next? Is Jag?
Yeah.
All right, Jag. Let's see what you can do. He misses. Back to the Dragons.
No, that's not what we're doing.
And the Dragons will get 4. So
That was dragon, yeah.
yeah. So the Dragons are now at 11.
What's that?
That is, I think that is a 7.
He's over by 1.
Oh, you are over by 1. I did my math wrong. But same result. Oh, did you break something, Amy?
Wait.
Sorry, Jack.
All right, well, As you can see, I'm very bad at quick math. I was technically right. 8 or 9 would lose them the round, but a 7 would lose them the round of 2. They got 22, which means the Dragons have a 2-1 lead in this round. Alright, Dragons, you have a 2-1 lead with the bust by the Grizzlies. So, Esper, do you want to keep this Scar and Esper and Magic into round 4, or do you want to switch out?
Are you okay with us staying in Waffler?
Yeah, just win the game. Win the game.
We got this. Alright, let's win the game.
Alright. Take your first shot. Be careful of those black skulls.
Is it black?
It is a 6 to start the round. Alright, wait, it's Scar's turn.
Oh.
Black skull. Trust.
He misses. I'm sorry. Johnny, it is your turn. And that is a 7.
Oh my god.
So they have a 13 now. Dragons looking to get some points on the board here. They miss again. That is a white skull. They go. They are starting fresh here.
Miss.
That is a 9.
A 9.
You got this, Johnny.
They will bounce back on the board with a 5.
Is it really a 5?
It is a 5. Yes, it is.
Is a 5.
I'm scared.
I'm scared.
Why are you scared? Got that.
That is a black skull.
Way.
That's a black skull. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to the all-important round 5 in this intense game of pot shot.
That's why I'm scared, okay?
Yes, I hate this game. Why this game that I don't know. I hate.
It is. We are going to round 5. Esper, what do you want to do?
I'm gonna cry, that's what I'm gonna do.
Same. Trust the luck. Same.
Alright, let's do.
Okay. All right. So the order now for this 5th round will be Dragons going first. It's going to be Esper, then Johnny, then Scar, then Jag. So Esper, beware of those black skulls,
No,
and please take your first shot of the 5th round.
I'm gonna cry.
Believe in yourself. Up.
That is a 0.
Cool.
It's all pressure's on you. He missed.
How did that happen? That's crazy.
Scar.
Yeah,
This one, top left corner. See it?
Wait, don't regret it. He's not gonna regret it.
He misses.
He missed. Oh my god.
All right, Jag. It's you,
At
buddy.
least that's a more believable miss.
I didn't know that.
I
That's
think you
a
fucking
7.
hero. I have no idea how you missed that.
Oh my gosh.
All right, Esper.
Trusting.
White skull. Well, you have nothing on the board anyways, so.
Yeah, fair point.
All right, Johnny. Pressure's on you, buddy. Missed. Scar.
Please, black.
Missed.
Oh, we got it.
Jag. It's good. Let's see if we can add on to the score here. Missed. Esper.
Oh,
1. Any score is better than no score. Johnny.
you got it.
This is so tense and terrifying.
That is an 8.
Oh, it looks like a 0. That's 8. That's 15, right?
That is 15, yes. So they're in the same position as they were in the 3rd round. Alright, Scar. That is a 0. Alright, Grizzlies.
Take all the zeros.
Do you want to continue shooting or do you want to freeze at 15?
Here's a freeze. Johnny. Do we freeze?
Shit.
Hold on.
Decisions.
You want? You want 30 seconds.
Yeah, guess what we doing?
Go away. What are the chances that...
So now with my math from the previous round, if you get anything 7 or higher, you will lose.
7? Okay.
7 or higher. If you get a 6, you hit 21 exactly.
Can we lower it? Can we, like, yellow it? Can we just do it?
What do they have right now?
They have 1.
Damn, niggas.
Can we do it? Wait, can we do it? Do it? Wait.
Yeah, let's do it.
What's
That is a... Is that a 9?
Yeah.
That's a 9! The Dragons win the battle flag off of the Grizzlies, overshooting 21 in the 5th round. They are in third. They're in the 6th place now with their 3rd battle flag. And their hopes are alive here, folks. What an intense game of pot shot. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go put up their 3rd battle flag. The Dragons stay alive here going into week 14. They will get their 3rd battle flag. Emmy has it. Do you know where to place it, Scar?
Yeah.
There they go. 3 battle flags. They are now right behind the Tigers. Well, that'll be it for Battleground Minecraft. I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.